Okay, Jimny prices are finally out. Welcome to our video where we're going to analyze these prices, put them into perspective with the Thar and the Gurkha, and let you know what we think. Is this a good price? Is this overpriced? And let us know what you think in the comments below. Okay, let's start with the prices. As you know, the Jimny is available in two variants. So you've got the Zeta, which is the base variant, and you've got the Alpha, which is the top end variant. Only two variants. Both are available with a manual and an automatic. So starting price, that's 12.74 lakhs for the Zeta manual. Got that? You've got the Alpha manual at rupees 13.69 lakhs, and you've got a dual tone version of the Alpha manual at 13.85 lakhs. Then you go to your automatic variants. You've got the Zeta automatic starting at rupees 13.94 lakhs. You've got the Alpha automatic at 14.89 lakhs, and then again dual tone of the Alpha automatic at 15.05 lakhs. You should be seeing all the prices on your screen right now to give you a proper visual understanding of how these variants flow. Now, what do I think of these prices? Honestly, they're a little higher than I anticipated. In my first drive review, if you read the story on the website, I anticipated prices starting at rupees 11 lakhs and going up to 15 lakhs. So the top end prices were actually bang on. But at the bottom end, I expected the Jimny to be priced a little more aggressively. Now, why has Maruti done this? Honestly, when we were talking to them at the first drive reviews, they said that they don't expect the Jimny to bring in volumes for them. That is possibly why it has been priced a little more on the higher side, not as aggressively as we've seen some of the other cars being priced in the recent past. The Jimny, it is a niche product. It is a proper 4x4. It is a lifestyle product. It isn't going to appeal to the core Maruti audience, which is looking for efficiency, which is looking for reliability, which is looking for that large service network. Those core attributes, the Jimny has them, but the audience that's going to buy the Jimny is not going to prioritize them as much as, say, the 4x4 ability or how it looks, how it feels, how cool it is. Those are going to be the reasons why people buy the Jimny. And because of that, it is niche. And because of that, Maruti has probably priced it at a little bit of a premium compared to its other cars. Before we go ahead to compare it with the Thar and the Gurkha, I also want to just give you perspective between the two variants. What do you get in the Zeta variant and what do you get in the Alpha variant? So, like I said, Zeta variant starting rupees 12.74 lakhs, and the equipment on offer includes steel wheels, you get manual AC, no automatic climate control, you do get 6 airbags and ISOFIX mounts, so safety has been given attention. You get power windows all around. No cost cutting there. You do get wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but you get it on a smaller 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system. When you upgrade to the Alpha at rupees 13.69 lakhs, which is 1 lakh more when you compare the two manual variants, you get body colored door handles, you get alloy wheels, you get automatic headlamps, you get LED headlamps, you also get headlamp washers. We love that feature. You get automatic AC, which I think is really useful. And you get a larger 9-inch infotainment system with the wireless Android Auto, CarPlay, all of that. So you get a fair bit more equipment for that 1 lakh rupees more. Okay, now let's put this into perspective of its rivals. The Jimny's most obvious rivals are two very prominent SUVs. You've got the Thar and you've got the Gurkha. The Thar, it can be split up. You've got the Thar rear-wheel drive and you've got the Thar 4x4. And I'm going to put up the prices on your screen right now to show you where the Jimny fits in. The most affordable of the lot is the Thar rear-wheel drive. It starts at rupees 10.54 lakhs for the diesel. This was possible because Mahindra has put the smaller 1.5-litre diesel engine in the Thar rear-wheel drive, making it a little less powered than the 4x4 diesel, but it allows it to get the tax benefits of being a sub 4 meter car with a sub 1.5 litre diesel engine. That is significant, and that's what allowed the Thar rear-wheel drive to be priced so aggressively. The petrol rear-wheel drive Thar, on the other hand, is rupees 13.49 lakhs. The Jimny, the starting price with 4x4 is 12.74 lakhs. That is a whole 2 lakh rupees more than the Thar rear-wheel drive. Now, obviously, you've got to compare apples to apples. So if you compare the Jimny with 4x4 to the Thar with 4x4, the Jimny undercuts it by 1 lakh rupees. The Thar 4x4, it starts at rupees 13.87 lakhs for the petrol engine, rupees 14.49 for the diesel engine. The Gurkha, on the other hand, it costs rupees 15.1 lakh rupees. So the Jimny, it undercuts the Thar four-wheel drive, it undercuts the Gurkha. But the Thar rear-wheel drive is still an incredibly appealing option. When I think of the Jimny compared to the Thar and the Gurkha, the Thar actually has some really appealing things going for it. For example, the Thar, it is a lot more powered. Even the Thar with the 1.5 diesel engine, it does not feel as underpowered as the Jimny does. The second thing that the Thar has going for it that the Jimny possibly doesn't have is the sheer road presence. The Thar, it is massive, it's tall, it's wide, it has that aggressive road presence. The Jimny, it looks very funky, and in that fluorescent green color, it's very bright and it will catch your eye. But it does not have the sheer road presence that the Thar has. You think about what the Thar rear-wheel drive is doing in terms of the market that it's trying to appeal to. It's not appealing to a 4x4 audience. It's not appealing to an audience looking to go off-road. It is appealing to that audience that is looking for a Thar purely as a cool vehicle for the streets. They're using it in the cities, they're using it on the highways, they're using it for their image to showcase that they live a certain type of lifestyle, right? And that comes in at a much more aggressive price point compared to the Jimny. So I think the Jimny is going to struggle to capture that audience's attention. The audience's attention that is looking for a lifestyle vehicle for the street. That's not going to be using its off-road credentials too much. But the people that want a car that looks cool, that looks different, that has a lot of presence and a lot of attention, that grabs eyeballs on the street, that audience, I think the Jimny is going to struggle to appeal to. Now, in the Jimny's defense, okay, the Thar rear-wheel drive is a lot more aggressive, but I think the Jimny can make a strong case for itself for on-road driving, and that's because the Jimny, it is a lot more comfortable on the road. When we went out to drive the Jimny on road, it really impressed us. Body-on-frame SUVs, they tend to have a little bit of harsh ride quality. There tends to be a little bit of jiggle in the chassis. The suspension, it tends to transfer a little bit more into the cabin than, say, a monocoque. But in our opinion, the Jimny actually has one of the best riding body-on-frame chassis out there, even better than something like an Innova Krista. In fact, the editor Sirish said that it has better ride quality than a Maruti Suzuki Brezza. That is high praise for a body-on-frame SUV. Now, the question is, will buyers actually be so discerning to say, hey, the Thar, it's a great price, but the Jimny, it's actually a lot more comfortable, a lot more usable. You see, the Jimny, it's a lot more compact, so driving it in the city is easier. Finding parking for it is easier. It's got really good visibility. The Thar, it's got a high bonnet line and you can't see the bumper that sticks out in front very easily. The Jimny, really good visibility all around, whether you're in the front, the sides, the rear, all of that. It has really good visibility, which is a good benefit for the city. Comfort, great. Refinement of the petrol engine. You know, these are Maruti petrols. They're silent at low speeds. Okay, when you do pick up the pace a little bit, when you drive it a little hard, say for a fast overtake, you will hear the engine a little bit. But at cruising speeds, at crawling speeds, the engine is honestly very quiet. And that is something that will appeal to an urban buyer. So there is a case to be made for the Jimny in the city as well. The question is, are people willing to pay that premium with the four-wheel drive system for a more comfortable, more refined car as compared to the Thar? It's also worth noting that the Jimny is a 5-door, not a 3-door like the Thar. So you do get the added practicality. If the second row is going to be used a lot more, the Jimny actually may be a better choice. Getting in and out is a lot easier. Space in the back is good. It's a little narrow, so you might be rubbing shoulders with your passenger, but knee room is actually good. Headroom is decent. You've got a proper usable boot, where in the Thar, it's a bit of a compromise. So you do have benefits, like I said, for the Jimny, even for the road-going audience. Where the Jimny has its strengths is it has a legacy in India. There's a lot of owners in the Himalayas all over the country that swear by the Gypsy. And to that audience, the Jimny is going to be a really appealing product. The Gypsy, it has a huge legacy in the country, whether it's with the armed forces, whether it's as a recreational vehicle, whether it's as a workhorse. The Jimny, it definitely has a strong legacy. And the Jimny is going to appeal to that audience very, very, very strongly because honestly, it captures the same ethos. It is an off-road oriented vehicle. It is lifestyle oriented. It looks cool and it grabs a lot of attention on the street. Plus, it is extremely lightweight. So that ethos of the Gypsy, of being a lightweight, capable petrol off-roader, the Jimny, it captures that. And that Gypsy audience is 100% going to appeal to them. I think it will also draw people away from the 4x4 Thar, because people who are going to use a Thar for off-roading, the Jimny is a really good alternative. Number one, it is a lot more comfortable than the Thar. Number two, it is extremely capable, as capable, if not more capable than the Thar. To establish that, we're going to have to do a full first drive review. But the Jimny is there in terms of capability. It's got great visibility off-road. Even on street tires on our first drive review, it did some really incredible off-roading. So where the Jimny does have its strength is with the off-road audience. Compared to the Gurkha, I think the Jimny makes a strong case for itself. It doesn't have the same in terms of off-road equipment like locking diffs on the front and rear axles, but it is far more livable. It has a better features list, it is way more refined and more appealing all around. But at the end of the day, I think what it comes down to is you guys, because you guys are going to be putting down your hard-earned money on the Jimny, on the Thar, on the Gurkha. What do you think? Do you think the Jimny is well priced? Do you think it can stand a chance against the aggressively priced Thar rear-wheel drive? If you were looking for a 4x4, would you go for the Jimny or the Thar? There's a lot to discuss here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to be tracking all of these comments. The Evo team is going to be tracking all of these comments, and we would love to hear what you think.